peace of heart and strength of courage be with you today, whatever this day may bring. We keep looking for a light at the end of this coronavirus tunnel, but maybe we've been looking for the wrong kind of light. Maybe we need the light described in Matthew 4, verse 16. The people who sat in darkness have seen a great light, and for those who sat in the region and shadow of death, light has dawned. This is the word of the Lord. And here are my thoughts. In the region in which I live, the number of people sitting in the shadow of death because of the coronavirus has not been terribly high, but it has reached a horrific total in our country and around the world. Some have come through the shadow and returned to life. Many have succumbed to it. Even more have stood in the shadow's penumbra as their loved ones have battled the disease. All of us live under that shadow, really, directly or indirectly. The effort to limit deaths through social distancing and sheltering in place has changed our lives and will continue to do so for a long time to come. We could use a great light. We need the hope of a new dawn. But we shouldn't look for it in the form of an end to this pandemic and its resultant consequences. That wasn't the kind of light Jesus was talking about. It wasn't the kind Isaiah had in mind when he wrote the words Jesus quoted. I think their light is more like an aha brightness that bursts forth when we come to the realization that life is about more than being alive to live it. Some would call that the light of hope. Some describe it as the light of faith. I'd say those two are part of an even brighter light that lies at their root, the light of love. The love God has for us, the love we have for God, the love of one another, the understanding that all these loves are stronger, more real, more enduring than any force that keeps us apart. Love crosses boundaries of separation, of distance, even of death. It's the light visible in Jesus that John's Gospel says shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not overcome it. Love is the light that can and will and is shining through our current shadows, and their darkness will not overcome it. So be it. Catherine of Siena wrote in her letters, I've noticed that whenever we love or really want something, we don't care what insult, injury, or trouble we must go through to get it. In fact, we're so intent on getting what we want, we hardly even notice how hard we're working to get it. Now that's love, she writes. And I would love to leave you with a blessing. May you see the greatest light and be uplifted by its warmth. Know that you are loved by the Lord. Go bravely into the future For God's blessing rests on you and goes with you always. Amen.